as the wheels turn. Every Thursday night we pedaling as the wheels turn. Racing through the streets and through the hills as the wheels turn. Every Thursday night we pedaling as the wheels turn. Streaming live we turn on us, so yes.
A pleasant good night, cycling fans and supporters. Sorry about the late start, but welcome today.
170
edition.
We never time that good. 170th edition.
Yes, well, yeah. Again, we have a full house tonight. I have 3 co-hosts with me tonight. Mr. D. Wade, my usual co-host, have a family something to attend with, so he is out for tonight. But I know he'll probably be tuning in. D. Wade, enjoy your night with your family and be safe, guys. Welcome.
Welcome. Good night, friends.
So, as per usual, I like to say, we start with birthday greetings, of course. We welcome all our fans who tune in every Thursday night for Bike Talk. This is how we the show with chat about everything going in cycling races in Belize and beyond also. So let me start off. Before I start off, I want to thank Mr. Kevin Logan for those delicious food. My belly, they hurt me and I want to eat some food right now, but we'll have to wait until the show is over. All right, so starting off with the birthday greetings. I want to say happy birthday to Tarali Erdones. Miguel Jones Sr. celebrated his birthday on Saturday. Rafael Choto, the cyclist, celebrated his birthday. We have young Briley Casemiro, 4 years old, the little princess from Kuch Barbershop down in Riga. So they're Lucan, right? So happy birthday, Briley, the little princess. And last but not least, Big K, Karim Thompson.
Yeah, it was a great birthday party.
The birthday boy. Thanks for that birthday party. I enjoyed myself, enjoyed the food. Yep. So it was, that's all the birthday greetings, and I have no death to announce, so that's awesome. We had one huge race, the Catch the Bull.
Catch the Bull for me.
Catch the Bull over this weekend.
It's awesome. It's getting bigger and bigger. And as time goes by, the bar set so high that it's hard to come back down. It's like an incline. The projector scheme just going up. Where it plateau, we don't know.
It's getting better and better.
Yeah.
But actually experience, every time you do one, you learn something to make it better the following year,
Right.
Actually, the one thing I'm going to think about today, I wonder how many years in succession you have to do this race before we could start calling it a classic. So right now it's a memorial race. Eventually, I would like to see the day when we could call it the Alfred Parks Memorial Classic instead of just the Memorial Race,
I think about 4 or 5, something like that. 5.
Maybe 5. Today, this week made the 3rd.
I would consider it after 5 years.
I totally agree with that. I don't know because if you say this is a very big race and cyclists look forward for this race now.
Yeah.
The prizes where attract the guys on. I think eventually should be calling it a classic, man.
And of course, that would require the federation to approve it, to name it, then, classic. And everybody look forward to it.
Yeah.
It's a big race.
Yeah. I just want to report some little thing you have to report about the race. So in these modern times, guys, the guys get some high tech bike, but apparently some guys had some issue there. I don't know if that's the excitement of the race, but I'm not gonna call some names. What happened? You had young Tariq Flowers. The man panicked. The man only do 1 mile in a race because he have a new bike and it's electronic shift, and while they transport it, when they transport it to the race, he has a wire and like a wire plug with like an outlet. Then you plug in your fan and when you pull it out, it not work. Right? So he because of the technology, he never really understand. He just had to shoot up the wire, and so he panicked and he had to abandon the race. So in the future, I ask that the teams there send a mechanic, whoever they be, the mechanic send a shop, make a hands-on, so they have an idea. Also, Hara Campos was in deep panic at the start of the race. He said he asked me to put down my camera, kind of thing, so I could take care of the bike now. And the same thing, the bike went into crash mode. Because actually, that's how high tech the bike they got in crash mode because of transportation. I know Nation Isigiri, he had a broken far. He feel like he think he shake and his far completely break off in the race.
I give him bad advice, Andrew. I tell him that the headset.
Okay.
But in fact, as you corrected me today when I'm going to discuss it with you, whenever the headset cause the fork one problem, then the fork the cause the headset one problem. So the fork me done broke.
Yeah. And then thanks Alan. And then I know that I spoke to Giovanni dad yesterday, and he said that Giovanni both this were rubbing because Giovanni had a rough race. Giovanni Lovell he bought this, so this will show that the high tech bike now, even though they are good, they have issues. So then guys really have to be extremely keen on their machines.
Do you think that the road play a significant part of these bikes too? Because when you drop in a pothole,
yeah, of course,
even if you change lane very fast, and you go on the side because the road is not complete 100% paved, just a little bit could cause that vibration. Because these bikes are meant to smooth road, no.
But I think that they should be designed to handle our type of pavement. I mean, it's not. Remember now, these pros use this kind of equipment in gravel races.
Yes. No, well,
the gravel bikes, they might still have it.
Right.
So they should be able to take some little bit of vibration. I think our roads aren't that bad. So it's really just some little quirks.
Well, and that's
in
the
the
reason
equipment.
that's the reason I mentioned that they need to have, because sometimes it's a minorly issue. I mean, it's just like plugging back the wire in, because if you come and hitch, making sure that the wheel is properly centered so that the disc doesn't make contact with the brake pad. These are things when the cyclists and the team mechanics now have to check before maintenance. So normally you want to reach out early before the race. You could do that maintenance, that quick check before you know. You don't want to reach like 5 minutes before the race and then you start to panic because then panic mode come in. But it's just a little thing I said.
I think I could recall in the New Year's race, I think was coming have a problem too, right?
Right.
Yeah, couldn't shift or something.
Yeah,
like
battery gone.
So with a new machine, I think you should have a proper mechanic to test and then the guys who are knowledge of the bike, Because I mean, one of them totally. I think I see you're early in a truck.
One mile man rider.
Well, the next thing too, you look at these bikes and the riders too. I know how expensive these bikes are, but I can't say everybody should have 2 bikes because it's very. And you could test that in donuts. These things are very expensive, and to have 2 quality bikes like that, it's a lot. So mechanic, I think that's.
Yeah, I think they just need to do their checks before every race. Now I stick to my whole thing. Actually, there's another. You had any other incident? I forgot to mention one another big one.
No, I'm not sure.
Actually, I have a new teammate. Gianlino joined our team. He hadn't raced all year, but he's been training. And actually, one car knocked down. I think
in the race.
Well, he had just drifted off the tail of the race, and he was still, I think, within the caravan, like in the tail of the caravan. So he wasn't with the peloton, but he was still in the caravan of vehicles. And one vehicle, I guess was in like toward the middle of the road, and some other car was coming in the other direction, and so this car that was in the middle of the road must have never noticed that Gian was on his right. Gian was on his right. He saw a car coming. The fellow just swerved to the right and knocked him off his bike. He had to be rushed. Actually, out of his vehicle, rushed him to the hospital.
Oh my! See, I didn't know.
So it wasn't just a minor thing. I mean, he was at the hospital for a couple hours.
Oh,
and you know, sad to say, and I think I need to mention this. According to him, pardon, I'm you, sir?
The bike dropping us, sir.
Okay, alright, hold on. I think you said I'm you, because I'm going to attack you just now. Anyway, he said the driver pulled off the road, stayed at a distance, and waited for Gian to get up off the ground. And when Gian got up off the ground, the fellow jumped in a vehicle and drive off. He said he never did approach him to check on him. He got out of his car and just observed from a little distance and never actually gone and say, well, you know, you okay or sorry or make a help you, nothing. He just wait for Gian's stand up, and when he stand up, you know, roll out. That, you know, terrible. Anyway.
Yeah. So before we get into the result of the race, we want to big up young Derek Chavarria. He's riding in a tour in the Dominican Republic. I think the race name Dominican Republic Independence Tour. And I think he'll do awesome, right? I think that today was stage 4.
Today was stage 4. They have I think they said they had 3 or 4 more stages, so it seems to be a full week. And he was, what did they say, about 7th in the U23 category overall.
Overall, okay.
So Derek is doing very well. The leader of the race is Oscar Sevilla. Current leader is Oscar Sevilla. And for those who aren't familiar with that name, that's a man who used to race Tour de France. He's about 49 years old, 48 or 49 years old.
49.
But he still races at an extremely high level. He still dominates in Mexico. Actually, he was living in Mexico. He joined a continental team based in Colombia, Team Medellin. And he still wins races. I mean, big races in the Americas. So, yeah, kudos to Derek.
Yes, man, kudos to
He's
Derek.
Doing well.
Definitely.
I just want to touch something on this thing where Alan said about Gian now. These cyclists train hard, dedication, discipline, everything and so, right? Even though the road is not closed where you say that race time, man, give the guys a break, man. Drivers, pull to the side and see the guys they come because they don't go for a ride and they make hours and hours man bike the race and thing, you know. So you give the cyclist man a break, man. You know?
Yeah.
That's not a tough sport, man, and they knock down somebody and just slip in like that. That's no kind of sense, man. You know?
So he said Derek is 16
overall.
overall. Yeah, man. Thank you very much for that information. Tell the drivers and to be careful. So for George, we're going to the.
We get more updates on Derek's position.
Today he was first
First U23, 16th overall, and I think 7th overall in U23, but first in today's stage.
Derek is getting stronger as the race progresses, you know, which is a good thing. You know, you have some guys get weaker, but some guys get stronger as long as the race goes. Time off, rest, cool down, go right back with it. It suits some guys well. Some other guys can't ride in that type of condition. And especially the climate up here too, in Belize, they're used to that type of riding condition. So he'll be fine.
So the whole of Belize is cheering you on and, you know, keep up the great job. So guys, let us get into the result. So we had how much category, Alan? Viral category? I think about seven categories. 7 categories. I know we had some.
Man the bike shop, the real up that they want more category. But that lots of categories.
So
Yeah.
George, maybe we could start off with the youth ladies.
Ladies,
The
youth.
ladies, yeah. So there we have it. The youth ladies. We have in first place Ariel Garden. We have Liane Choto second, and Jamila Glam. Ariel rides for Riga Cycling. Liane Choto rides for Troya Treats, and Jamila rides for Imanis. Ariel is back-to-back champion.
Yes.
Ariel is back-to-back champion.
Yes.
Yeah.
In Alfred Parks, yes.
So we move on to the youth males.
For youth meal or what?
Youth males, yeah.
I'll try to find that soon.
All right, so maybe Nico, give the names.
So the male youth, first place Ahmad Cherrington, second place Jeroy Gladden, and third place Johan Choto.
All right, so in the picture, folks, excuse me, picture.
Oh, yes.
Yes, that
Sorry,
picture.
I put it up.
Picture me for put up. But anyway, so there was some mistake made, right? So that was correct. So that young man in the picture in a black, he in a pair of feet, but he's actually a junior. So Jory was moved to second, and then Mr. Choto was moved to third.
Yes.
So
Jeroy that smoke son.
son, right?
Oh,
Yes.
yeah. And that called third in it. You know.
Yeah.
Then George would be next to be the youth males.
The youth meal or? Alright. So, can you remember male, female?
Oh yeah, I just made go for young to older.
You. That youth meal is just so you mean the junior.
Youth
I mean junior male, junior
Okay.
male. Sorry. I said youth, junior male. Sorry.
This I got like a top 10 minutes, so I just give this.
Okay, all right. So maybe you could read it. Okay.
Okay, first place for the male junior was Keith Enright, Malachi Mavic, Ahmad Cherrington, Nathan Perfy, what's that?
Jashan. Aldana.
Aldana, Tamaron Morris, Gerald
Jeroy.
Gladden. Is that Smoke Son?
Yeah.
Smoke some
Yeah,
right
yeah.
now.
Oh, he's riding good. Johan Choto, Kadeem Sutherland, and Devon
Devin
Major,
Devin Major.
So you say you have 3 G flow riders there.
Yeah.
But here what the sprint? You remember
Yes,
the sprint?
yes, yes. It shows you, and Aaron could testify to this. You don't win with your hands up. You could. I could go back in so many tours and I could see so many races. And I see there was a race in Europe. I think it was last year or the year before. These two guys, I can't remember the name. They came in, right, and one of them put their hand across each other like this, thinking that they won the race. And so they all of a sudden they go zoom. So they're hugging each other for second and third. So don't flex till you
Pass that line.
pass that line. But it's a learning experience for him. He'll get better. He showed a different maturity with the two different riders.
And Keaton Wright is really talented
Yes.
rider too. I mean, and he's been winning a lot of junior races himself. So yeah, big up to Keaton Wright.
Yes.
So maybe we could call the teams name quick. Put it up, George. Make we call it the names of the team that they. So Keith rides for Team Valvoline, Malachi rides for G Flow, Ahmad G Flow. Go back to the young man there. Who that?
Perfect.
Perfect.
Oh yes. Okay, let me fix it up. Perifeet. So okay. So that picture might wrong too. That picture might wrong indeed. Yeah. Oh yes, Perifeet. Perifeet get fourth. Perifeet get fourth. You have that? Yeah.
Yes.
He the fifth.
In the fifth position, yeah, but what happened because it changed, yeah. So that picture not really when that picture not doing justice, but that pictures we get for the federation, you understand?
Yes.
Yeah. So changes were made because of the change in the result. So,
Right.
Bring it up at 7?
huh?
The picture, you want to bring it up 7 or?
No, I just want to try to call the names of the teams anyway. Like give the teams a big up. So we have 3G Flow, we have a Valvoline and a young man per feet ride and attach. I'm not sure which team he ride from.
With this,
full black jersey, so chances are is unattached. Otherwise, they would have some kind of logo on the jersey.
you know, the Grigger boys ride good. I'm surprised they didn't make the podium.
Yeah, they have some good development.
Yeah.
Actually, and Chavaria have
Yes.
one junior team as well. You know, Chavaria cycling team. I don't think any of them made the podium there. Or any of the Chavaria boys being in the race make the podium.
I'm not sure.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Yeah,
But they have some good.
Choto, Johan Choto ride for Chavaria.
Oh, he ride with
I think so.
Chavaria,
He ride
okay.
For Chavaria, yeah. I think Johan
All
Choto
right.
ride for Chavaria.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so we move on now to the Masters 35.
Right now. The added of the, my apologies, I'm rating right now. As the added interface.
But you see where the juniors and the females is becoming the future, and you see that.
Yeah.
Alonso, the,
Actually, development is,
Yes.
you know, the sport will only grow by recruiting new blood into the sport, young cyclists, and you know that's the way to grow it.
Yes.
It certainly can't grow with the old men, no.
Yeah.
They want eventually phase out, not get pushed out, but phased out.
So Alan, you want to read the Masters?
Yeah, the masters category, which begins at 35 years old. Byron Pope was first, Ivan Valesio second, and Philip Leslie third.
Yeah. Smokes just standing for Leslie.
For
because
Philip.
Leslie gone home. Yeah. Mm.
Yeah, so Smokes is Philip's teammate, so
SPD.
SPD.
And to
correct.
make some correction, so Haro Campos supposed to get that prize, but Haro Campos signed up as an elite, but he is actually a master rider, a master 35. So that prize, so let's just say he got home because he believed he had no prize, but they gave him the prize. But I think, you know, Campos say, well, yeah, accept it for now, right? But he is a master, so actually the prize supposed to be gone to Campos, but, you know, Leslie got the prize.
Actually,
That's a really nice good race,
Yeah.
Alan.
the registration form that the federation uses now does ask you to select your category. So maybe he just, you know, when he pop it up, he say elite and just select elite when in fact, you know, he should have said he's a master.
Yeah.
So it really should be by age and not just by which category you select. But anyway, yeah, it is what it is.
You have the women's junior, Georgia?
Yeah.
All right, so put up the women's junior.
Junior, right?
Junior women's, yeah. So the junior women's, we have in first place we have young Chelsea. Not Chelsea Rice, Chelsea Gillett.
Sorry.
Chelsea Gillett. Chelsea Gillett is the
I'm supposed to ask you the name, but
yeah, Chelsea Gillett. So sorry about that, Chelsea. George changed the name. So Chelsea Gillett is in first place. Second, Irene Baki, and in third, the young lady. The young.
Oh my God! I'm so sorry, guys. You are the whole of the name.
The young lady, Brandy Zul. Brandy Zul is in third place. Brandy Zul. Yeah. So George, I'm try to fix it. Maybe I'll pull it up back when I fix it. So first, Chelsea Gillett. Second, Irene Baki, and third place, Brandy Zul. That's for the junior women, and that race they started at mile 30, right?
Yes.
Mile
No,
30.
is it-
Yeah, that's at mile 30.
Man,
Only the elite women and the juniors and youth start in Rolling Creek.
they saw that the Link Road.
Right.
Yes.
Not Link Road. The coastal.
Coastal.
Right.
That sounds fun as well. Like, geez.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. So we make the correction. Thank you, tech guy. That's the result for the junior women, and then we move on to the Masters 50 plus.
What?
It's a lot of
A
categories.
lot of- yeah.
Yeah.
You want to read out any of it?
Robert Leanna Stewart, D Wade, and well, what? Congratulations!
Thank you, sir.
See you.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, and I had one mistake in seeming with the start list too, because the start list had me listed as 140 plus. But I don't know how. But I guess errors, human error.
Yeah.
So they're gonna give me a prize. They're gonna give me a prize to the person who came fourth, because the list didn't show that I'm a 50 plus. Even though I think I might have been the oldest rider in the race. So time for me to retire.
No, we move on to the we can move on to the big elites, the monster, the ruction and destruction. So in first place, repeat champion Javin Gonzalez. Second place, Oscar Quiros. Third, Carlton Ram. Alright, so Javin Gonzalez rides for G-Flow. Oscar Quiros riding for Team Valvoline. Carlton Robinson rides for Anthony Mala DJ Alliance. Goran Gabriel rides for Anthony Mala DJ Alliance. Deltan Rojas rides for Rolling Shutters. Baron Pope rides for Anthony Mala DJ Alliance. Jairo Campos represented Whatever Boys. Ivan Sam Ballesteros rides for Team Santinos. In 9th position, Jalen Brisena rides for G Flow. And rounding out the top position, Jocelyn Chavarria Jr. rides for Team Santinos. So that rounds out the podium position.
Goran and Delton, the young kids, they are very good, especially Goran. Goran, you see the improvement Goran made.
Well, Goran was sick the previous week for the tour.
Yes.
So he didn't get to show himself. But my understanding, what his teammates tell me, is that Goran was rolling. Goran was in really top shape going into the Digit Tour. But he got sick. So he recovered from that and took it out. That he had to abandon actually the Digit Tour because of being ill.
Well,
he take it out by everybody on Sunday.
Very smart race. He rode the smartest race. He's very smart.
He rode a very good race.
Clean race.
Keep in mind now the final break, 5 riders, and there was only one team that had 2. And so really what Goran did was set up his teammate. I mean, it didn't work out for them, but it was an excellent move. And I don't know if Goran ever expected to run from mile 18 all the way to where they caught him.
Yeah, they caught him close to Belize Beach.
I mean,
That's a big run.
that's a big run, down the stretch late in a race.
If driving on it aggressive, they don't make a chance. Driving push that.
But it was an excellent move.
He ran a
perfect race.
I mean, this is Panin.
Yeah.
I think the Falta, all the whole race was good. But for the last thing, I think when Goran gone for the second time for the outside, Carlton Shomifala, like the domestically, but he make driving Oscar jump right there, so he couldn't get the guitar back.
But you look at Delton Rojas, he's a rider and he's very smart. He pay attention. As these races going along, you can see every race that he rides, he's always there. He's paying attention.
Well, that will show up in an big race.
Yeah.
Well, what happened? This is one of the first race I saw the big teams rode as a team, the domestic rode for their leaders, and that's the reason why I come and call the shot and say, down the stretch you have the big hitters, and like I said, the big hitters were there, the leaders of each team. Now because of that prizes, the teams sent out and say, okay, you go and collect prizes. So you had domestics from different teams went out and pick up the prizes, right? But a few riders stay at the back to assist their leaders.
Except for Santinos, because they sent their big hitter. Well, I don't know if they sent him or if he just gone, but their big hitter was in the front getting the station prizes. Just Jocelyn. So Justin's so strong right now, and he's a talented rider. But being out in the break and running and getting station prizes, then he never had it again at the end for catch the final the final break. And then the other real big hitter missing was Giovanni, but you say he had bike issues.
Well, I sight in his face that his face, I mean, normally one side out there on a motorcycle, I could actually look in a rider face and his body language, his facial expression can explain to you how that rider is.
All watching each other.
Yes. Yep, they were.
My microphone. The way the race played out, that break was out there, ran quite a while, but never gone beyond
2 minutes.
Never gone beyond 2 minutes.
Never
And
reached it.
the time checks that we kept getting back were mostly between 50 seconds and 1:15.
Yeah.
So it was always,
The break was never established properly.
it was out there, but the pack kept rolling, and that's because the teams put their domestiques to make sure the brake didn't run. The brake was rolling, but the peloton was rolling as well.
Yes.
And that shows that the team managers and the team captains are giving instruction and keeping the races in control for their, so that when their big hitters are ready to move, the race isn't out of control. Because if you allow a break, forget 5-6 minutes, the best of the best now get crossed.
Right, but you manage
But these guys are managing the races.
One time I was in a race like this, we control like that.
I don't know if it is because, again, I bring back the Digi race that happened the week before, but it is a style of a tour. Tours normally ride different than one-day races. And the tours normally are kept under control. So maybe because that tour had just finished 1 week earlier, everybody was still in tune to this is the way we need to ride. And keep it, the format of keeping it under control was still intact. And like I said, Oscar, Giovanni Lovell, Carlton, and Javen, the guys always, when one moved, the other three move, but they were paying attention to each other. Yeah, it was really beautiful race.
Oh, I have to say a big thank you to the love I received from the fans, because I didn't see the messaging, but I was in deep trouble at the start of the race. Shortly after the race start, my whole voice conked out. I was like freaking out, and somebody sent a mint sweet for me first, and when I reach a Kayo, more mint sweet come with water, and I think Javen Ma had, but I must see it. He had honey and lime for me, so I want to thank the fans. A lot of people say, no, Mr. Adonis, we have this way, but I don't see it, you understand? But I must say that mint sweet, I'll make sure I back it in my bag now, because that really helped me, the mint sweet and the water. I didn't realize that home remedy, so, Belizean people are like, doctors, man. I mean, I find, because when my voice come back, at least, so I'm able to commentate better. So I say, thank you, Lord, like I'm going to pray, because my voice totally went out on me. I was like freaking when we reached Rolling Creek area. I said, OMG.
When I heard his voice, I said, Alfred Parks race, the BT.
Yes. Yes,
you take a lick.
Yeah, the excitement of the race.
But,
the bull step by your throat.
But Doris, like we were talking in the meeting, you need your own personally service, because what you're doing, you can't be stopping and talking, okay, something wrong, or you go. I'm just like, Doris, what do you want? What do you need? You don't have to go and ask nobody. You only private service. Just let me know, and I'll get somebody. You service Doris, your service Doris and his driver. That's it. That's your job.
Well, something. I actually am a comment pack, but with the excitement of race, I left the comment pack right at home.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, and I left at home, and in that normally I have the water for drink now. So I make sure that I do a checklist before I put up on the wall. Checklist, check. Yeah. But folks, what an exciting race. I mean, it was ruction and destruction, blown to smithereens, scatter like it was everything in the books. Yes, you could sit, but you can't sit.
That's right.
The riders after that was a nice race, because the Mocha Station Prize, nobody can sit down there like boom, 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 boom.
You're on a hot plate. You see this hot.
Yeah, and do one thing I'm going to say too, right? With the station prizes, you have some donors where you give the prizes, so on. They know you're in a name card.
No, they will be,
I know it was at the bottom and thing, but when I watch over racing, especially the $1,000 prize, they missed the $1,000 prize, I don't know. Give what.
Well, you see
I think the station prize guy need to communicate and call me and say who win what or whatever, you know. Because that's how you control the donors and that the one who want to make it possible too.
Yeah.
Well, so they need to get recognized.
Yeah. Well, I believe that the second group will come in and give recognition to all the donors and sponsors.
But sometimes, as people that sponsor these race and donors, sometimes one person you might miss, that person you're missing, you don't do it on purposely, but there's so much you got to go through sometimes, and it's not a disrespect to no one, but these things happen, and that's why I always say, if you're gonna listen, before I even start presenting anything, if I miss your name, it's nothing personal, it's not because I didn't write your name down, but there was just so much. We're human, we make mistakes, but we keep on trying to make it right.
Well, I think you have some announcement to make tonight, so are you the one that will give those announcements? You make it now, or how
I think...
or you leave it up to...
yes.
You leave it to... to Jackie and Carol?
And Carol.
Okay, so...
I don't know if the announcement with these, or... I'll leave it to Jackie and Carol and see what they say after break.
Yeah. So folks, we want to talk a lot more, but we have more guests who will come on and give you information. Guys, I don't know if you want to say anything more before we take a break.
I'm good. Oh, one more item too. As the organizer of this race, I would like to know what can we do to improve it. I know we have a glitch with the finishing line. I had explained to several spectators that the finish line that we had with the banner that goes across, that was for last year. But I was in Belize in January for Oswald Big Fest. And to get something of the magnitude to go from point A to point B is 8 to 10 weeks. Okay. So I run out of time. So I said to myself, I'm going to use what I have. I was using something that you don't have, I'm going to run with that. So next year, we're going to have the full banner that goes from, it'll be like 36 feet.
Yeah.
Put it up, leave it up.
Goes right across the road.
Truck, bus, anything could go across it.
Yeah.
End of the day, we take it down. So that's the only glitch that I see. So spectators, riders, and fans, if you see anything that needs to be improved, hey, we're welcome to it. Just let us know, and we take your advice.
Okay, so I give information to give one at giveaway. So we'll give a giveaway just before we take a break. So, so maybe you could get one of the prizes. Are they in order, or it's just?
It's not in order.
This is the giveaway.
This is giveaway?
Yeah, giveaway tonight for question. One question, yeah.
Okay.
So you have the question, right? So you have the question. Georgian, you have the answer, right?
No, which question?
So here, ask it.
Number one, the first one.
Okay, question one.
And you know the question?
The ones you forwarded the group, can I bring up the...
from Mr. Eckert.
We do question one, right?
Yeah, question one.
Okay, question one. Javin Gonzalez won the second and third Alfred Park's annual race. Name the two assigned numbers that was attached to his jersey.
Man, me know that.
That's what they call the bib numbers. What they refer to it as a bib.
I remember the first one.
The bib number.
Yeah.
I remember the first one.
And you will win
a beautiful helmet.
I am Joe.
A helmet.
You know you make I wish, but you better right or when I listen to
me tell you when to ring the bell. Not yet?
No, don't ring up.
Repeat. Javin Gonzalez won the second and third Alfred Park's annual race. Name the two assigned numbers that was attached to his jersey.
People they put one number, two numbers.
Two numbers.
Okay, for the two.
Yes.
First,
Two-
second,
Two
third.
assigned numbers.
Okay.
The 2 years that he won.
Okay.
2 years.
So you have to be this year's
And
bid
last
number
year.
and last year's bid number.
Better pay attention to people number two.
Yeah.
And, but then are some tricky question, but great questions, great questions.
Last
Well,
year.
you know, right?
Huh?
Some
Yes,
people-
This will be a difficult question.
I could have half of the question right.
Yeah, yeah.
Got a winner?
That not fair. I don't say that not fair. Listen up, right? That not fair. Anyway, you should do right afterwards. Jesus. That not fair. That not fair, man. I can remember. I just look up for numbers and then they pop up. That not fair.
When
No,
I
so-
got to raise that,
Who win it?
Which one are the first? Who get it
Who was
first?
it first?
What we said, Jack.
Right afterwards, Rock Tishubu.
Well, here.
So who won it?
Yeah, so
Tishubu.
alright.
But Jeremy catch me up. I just saw though.
Oh,
I tell me.
nice helmet.
All right, nice helmet. This helmet was given by
Alfred Parks from
big up the Alfred Park
Park
Foundation.
Foundation.
Kishibu, you win a helmet. Now you have to get a bike and go ride.
Yeah, right.
All right, so
just saw. Whatever my son when they did then mom's up.
Miss J, you have to holler for me next time and tell me I got the honey line for you. You put it in a rebat line. I want to stop and pick it up. So, folks, I think we're going to take a break, and then when we come back, we'll have our other guests in studios, and we'll give more giveaways. And yes, so take a break.
This is a soul for your production. Soul for your production. As the wheels turn, every Thursday night at 6:30. As the wheels turn, racing through the streets and through the hills. As the wheels turn, every Thursday night we pedaling. As the wheels turn, streaming live with Turtle. So yes, I sit and watch as the wheel turns. My bike is where I get my thrill. Up and down, riding through the hills. I have no fear as I climb and change my gear. Through the valley so steep, now we on the street. Yeah, yeah, yeah. As the wheels turn, every Thursday night at 6:30. As the wheels turn, racing through the streets and through the hills. As the wheels turn, every Thursday night we pedaling. As the wheels turn, streaming live with Turtle. So yes.
Welcome back to the full house. Watch a lone catch a bull by Alan.
Except me, sorry. Apologies.
Welcome again, guys. I'll let you introduce yourself again tonight. Starting.
Carolyn Phillips, Jacqueline Miles,
Stephen Asante.
Welcome. Also, all these great people are from the Alfred Parks Memorial Foundation and Committee who made this race off the wall. I mean, you know, the whole week the shop still talk about these great prizes and a wonderful race. Jackie, in an interview, you say if you're not here for this race, you haven't witnessed a race in Belize, right?
Yeah.
Correct.
And it was. It's what I do to my voice. It blew my voice to smithereens, right? But
Are all of you related to Alfred Parks in some way?
yes.
Is that right?
Niece. I'm his
And-
niece.
Niece?
Niece by marriage.
Okay.
Husband.
By
All right.
marriage.
Nice. Nice.
So you guys are here to big up those wonderful donors who made the race such an awesome event. And then you have what special? Said the special prize tonight, right? About
Oh,
who
yes.
won the King of the Mountains, who won the aggressive and the youngest rider, right? So go ahead. The show is there. I mean, I know when I start with what the big ups are the sponsors.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
You start from. Good night, folks. We're here to give thanks to the sponsor. Unfortunately, Rita can't be here, so forgive us if we say anybody's name wrong. We want to thank Ashton Clothing, AP Cleaning Service, 4A Import, Aruna Resort, Atlantic Store, Atlee Castilla Jr., American Closeout, Amir Garcia, Art Shop, Benny's, Belize Water Service, BTN Honorable Anthony Mailer, Mayor Bernard Wagner, Belize Specialist Hospital, Bellevue Vacation Home and Cabin, Bismarck Store, Brian Gills, Belize Lock Deal, Bernadine Lopez, Bruce Thomas Sr., Cycling Federation of Belize, Caribbean Rum, Counselor Evan Thomas Jr., Ilu Miller, Edmund Kwan's Trading, Cowpatch Resorts, and Cellular World, Car Guide, Cocoa Beach Resort, Rico Beach, Kaya Cargos, Kmart, Deborah O'Donis, Dauphine Lagoon Resort, DeBarry's, Destiny Gordon, Desiree Matute, Eckert and Carol Phillips, Evan Thompson Sr., Egbert Thompson, Elegant Event Rental, 8 Miles Bite and Beverage Hubs, El Bank Cabans Resort, Ethel Jenkins, Edmund Chi, F&S Golf Cart Rental, Glenn Flowers, Godwin Terry, Gone Racing Club, Geotech, Gadget, Gerardo Brokerage, One's Kitchen, Glitters and Glue, Guerrero Engineering, and the Honorable Mill and Mill Spot. And the continuation is the continuation is Honorable Michael Shabat, Honorable Rodwell Ferguson, Joseph and Taylor, Jackie and Stephen Alsante, Gene Miles and Mark Trapp, Jeffrey Locke, James Young, Kevin Nogan, Cram Radio, Kirk Kelvin, Kristen Soberanis, Kwame Scott, Keith Smith, Leslie's Imports, LaRue Bear Resort, Lopez Equipment, Log Cabin, Loyalty Wines, Manza's Brokerage, Mirage, M&M Engineering, Medidas Construction, Mark Supermarket, Manu Bevins, Margarita's Home, Melanie Stain, Midway Bargains, Marlon Vasquez. Sorry, these are so small. Mentes Carbajal, Nando's, Nintin Buxani, Ordonis Bishop, O'Shea Molina, Patrick Thompson Sr., Precision Bodyworks, Pedro Lazaraga, Racino's Import, Racino Winehouse, Ruben Martinez, Ruben Rock, Runner Rock, Ryan Ortiz, Raymond's Village Resort, Roger Dugal, Stay Management, Supplies Plus Depot, Shell Santa Elena, Shell Coastal Road, Sean Ferguson, Cerritos, Tashkee Resort, Triple A Imports, Totos, Tor, Belize Auto Rental, Vegas Distributors, Vin Liquor, Village Mart, Walk Mart, and Ray Gungura. I did not get to add his name. And for the family, I would like to say a speedy recovery to the Belizean Queen of Cycling, Miss Rita Thompson. She had a medical procedure. She had a medical procedure today, so she couldn't be here. I'm praying that we're praying that you get well soon. And we want to say thank you to the entire Alfred Parks family who traveled from California. They are Harold, Josie, and KK. From New York, Kay and her son Corey, and our friend of the family, Robert Jameson, who came just for one day to witness this special event. Thank God for traveling mercies. They all came, arrived safely, and went back safely to their homes. So thank you, Jesus, for that. Then we also want to give a great thank you to Jackie and Stephen Asante, founder and owner of Ashton Clothing. They designed all these beautiful T-shirts and the uniform for as a wheel turn, and all the logos and all the stuff that with the bands, pens, caps. They did a lot of stuff, so we cannot go on without giving them some kind of recognition. They did a fantastic job. And they also gave some great station prizes. And thanks for all the other people that we may have forgotten unintentionally. Thank you for your great and continued support. Have a great night.
Last but not least, thanks to Joan Miles. She was also a donor. Can't forget you, girl.
Okay.
And at last, we want to thank the Queen of Cycling,
Yes.
Miss Thompson, for putting everything together. She is awesome. She did a good job. So we give thanks to her. Becca Phillips and Carol, and also, what's his name? Lincoln Phillips and his wife, and all the Phillips family. We give thanks to them for supporting this event.
Oh, and also Debbie, she did a fantastic job getting the numbers, getting the registration together. I witnessed a little bit of it. I did not realize how tedious the work is. It's no joke. This race was over 100 cyclists, and the job is tough. It's really, really tough. So we have to give her a big thank you for all her work, all her hard work, and dedication to this race and all the other races that she participates in, because it's not an easy job. And her husband, and I'm sure her husband is going to give her another series of recognition. His beautiful wife, Miss Debs. Yeah. So.
And also the man on the bike.
Oh yes.
To bring all everything to the whole world. We thank him so much. So Douglas, you're the best.
Oh yes.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
Thanks, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
So we got some announcement to make for prizes.
All right, so you want to ring that bell, Steven?
For the youngest finisher female, we have Jamelia Gladden.
What is that?
Yes.
Wow, nice.
got jersey,
Socks,
Jersey.
beautiful jerseys.
Colorful.
Which was donated by Miss Kay Phillips from New York.
From New York, Kay Phillips.
Remember that? You can pick up your prize at the Rose Bike Shop tomorrow.
For the youngest finisher for the male, we have Aaron Pope. Helmet and what is it? Something.
There's something inside apart from the helmet. Let me see what it is.
And for the oldest finisher female, we have Fiona Castillo.
Yes. Yeah, it looks like a bike computer.
Another beautiful jersey and socks.
Imagine the race done and prize still give out.
And we have 2 more questions, right?
Question?
2 more questions.
There's 2 more questions.
Giveaway.
Yeah.
All right, so you know the questions?
No.
All right, would you want me to mention it or?
Yeah.
All right, so the question number 2 is there has been 3 editions of this race.
Yeah.
So the race started in 2023, 24 and 25. Question is, what are the finishing position for Oscar Quiros in the 3 editions of this race so far? So this race has been run 3 times, the first, second, and third edition. What are Oscar Quiros's finishing position for these 3 races?
The order matter, right? And after the
I don't think the order matters.
alright, cool.
Yeah.
What are we? What prize? Oh, okay. So Miss Carol can get the prize.
We got a winner.
$50.
So you wait, what? $50? So Aaron, you win $50.
Wow.
But you know something? We have to go through e-tax. So Aaron, you get e-tax side. We are 100%. So you're gonna get $25. Anyway, Aaron, pick up your prices tomorrow. $50 you won just now.
That was quick.
That was quick, yeah. And then
You
you
ready for the
have,
third question? Yeah, I know the.
You know the third one, right?
Or you want to go ahead and read it?
Go ahead, Aaron. Go ahead, Aaron.
Okay, so the third question is this. All right. Maybe I should have just
turn
hold
next
this
way.
mic.
Yeah.
So, the Alfred Parks Memorial Race has a catchphrase. Everybody, you know, the fans, cyclists, when they hear about this race, they say, "Catch the bull for me." The question is, what is the origin of that catchphrase? So, let us know where that come from. How did that come about? And I want to say, while we're waiting for a winner, you know, all of you really did a tremendous job in this race too. I mean, the list of sponsors that you mentioned shows how big the race is. I mean, this thing, I never realized how much work you guys did, but when you went through that list, I realized this thing right up there with cross country. I mean, really, it's a huge undertaking, and I can tell you, having ridden.
Got a winner already?
Winning the ball, right?
Yes, yes.
You know,
Well-
when you will celebration with some, when people say catch the ball for me, they think that the phrase on it, the answer, but you know that. But it's This guy wins that Spencer.
Okay.
And as-
What you win?
You want a pen, a band, your t-shirt for next year, and your hat.
Wow, boy, relax. No, come up.
And if I go into a little bit more detail, as an old cyclist from, I started riding in 1989. So the legend of this has been, I never knew Alfred Parks, by the way. I never raced in his time. I'm a little bit younger. But the legend of it is he was out running in cross country solo. He was by himself. And it was in the race when he crossed the line at Bosmananal Gate, because Bosmananal was the first one to give that prize in the cross country, to give the bull to the first person who crossed right front of his gate. Now they give the prize at the top of the hill. But I rode races in the early 90s where the line was really right front of Mr. Bosman's house. When he crossed, he shouted out at the crowd by the gate, "Catch the bull for me!" So it happened in the race. It wasn't, like after the race. It was like while he's riding, he crossed the line and he shouted at them, "Catch the bull for me!" And again, he was by himself, uncontested. So he's a great champion.
Alan, and as you mentioned about the bull, we want to say big up to the Alfred Parks community and foundation. They are giving a bull for the whole Saturday cross country race. So this group, they are committed to give it every year. So big round of applause. So this shows how committed these families, and Alfred never realized he left such a rich legacy in cycling. I mean, I personally met him. Came from the same neighborhood, the Wagner's Lane, and great champion, 76 and 79. But I didn't realize that one day I'll meet the family members and how close we are actually like family now. We operate as family now, and yes, great legacy. And as I mentioned, every year they are committed to give a bull for the whole Saturday. So they actually still giving prizes. So that's really, really awesome.
Yeah.
People debate this answer, no?
Which one?
We want to put the hands up in the jury. She said, "This is how we do it." And then what you Jeremy said after he said you more. Or we kill the messenger man.
Yes, man. Yeah. So I know more announcement. We have one more question. One more giveaway.
Yes,
Georgian. I think I have that question. So maybe I could ask that question. This for a delicious pie.
Big up, Robin. Mr. Make sure we big up the pie guy, because.
Oh yes, big up
3.14.
3.14 pies. And so let me get that. Ask the questions. So here goes the question. What place did Keith Enright Jr. place last year in the Alfred Parks race? What number was he using during the race, Alfred Parks? So the two-part question. So what place did Keith Enright Jr. place last year in the Alfred Parks race? What number was he using during this Alfred Parks? Oh, so this present one is she's speaking about. So it's a two-part question. And you win yourself a delicious pie coming from Miss Robin Miller.
That two-part, people has to put the pie position.
Yeah. So I'll repeat it one more time again. Question. What place did Keith Enright Jr. place last year in the Alfred Parks race? That question number one. And what number was he using during this year's Alfred Parks race? So it's last year and this year. Yeah. So it's a two-part, and you win yourself a delicious pie.
You got a winner.
You got a winner already?
It's correct.
You have some fans. You have some fans dedicated and they're paying attention. Yes, Miss Anis. You have to let me know when get that pie because the pie guy want to make it nice and fresh for you. So just let me know, and then I'll pass on that information.
And
once again, we want to thank Ali for all the prizes.
there's one other prize. Mr. Eckert is reminding
Two
me.
more prize?
The King of the Hills. There was a King of the Hills, and there should be a most aggressive. So there are two more prizes which need to be revealed.
Those are the big reveal. Those are the big reveal. Those are big reveal.
That's a big reveal. Okay.
Not give away prize.
That's going with the one the stuff that's going with the CFP. The kid that won.
Oh, the ladies one.
So it's 3.
Okay. So folks, we'll take the last break, and when we return, we'll make those big announcements. So we take a short break and we'll return.
As the wheels turn, every Thursday night at 6:30. As the wheels turn, racing through the streets and through the hills. As the wheels turn, every Thursday night we pedaling. As the wheels turn, streaming live with Third on us. So yes, I sit and watch as the wheel turns. My bike is where I get my thrill. Up and down, riding through the hills. I have no fear as I climb and change my gear. Through the valley so steep, now we on the street. Yeah. As the wheels turn, every Thursday night at 6:30. As the wheels turn, racing through the streets and through the hills. As the wheels turn, every Thursday night we pedaling. As the wheels turn, streaming live with Third on us. So yes.
This is a soul for your production.
Welcome back. The big reveal. These decisions were rough, and but the Alfred Parks Committee made the decisions right, and we know we have to abide by the judges' decisions, and it was some tight. You know, it went down to the wire. So I will allow the beautiful ladies here to. We have 3 giveaways. Well, actually, the most aggressive, the King of the Hills, and the youth that won a special prize, right? Mm-hmm. So I'll pass over the mic to Ms. Jackie.
Jackie.
So the winner of the Alfred Parks most aggressive rider is
Ring.
Byron Pope. Byron. And the winner of the Alfred Parks King of the Hill is Jocelyn Chamaria. Ooh, this one is even tougher. This was a tough decision. But the winner of the Alfred Parks Award, who will be getting the trip to go escort with the CFB, is Ahmad Charity.
Walter, go! So we want to say congrats to all winners. So Byron Pope winning the most aggressive, Jocelyn Chavaria Jr. winning the King of the Hills, and young Ahmad Charrington, aka Wartank, winning the trip to go with the CFB. Yep.
Yes.
Yeah. Excellent opportunity. Excellent opportunity for him.
I think you have somebody to thank to, Carol?
Yeah. We forgot to thank one of the most important people that brought this whole event together. The MC that did a phenomenal job at the finish line and the prize ceremony. Mr. Dave Yearwood, he did an excellent job, and we just want to say thank you on behalf of the Alfred Parks family, the Parks, the Phillips, the Miles, and all the Thompsons and all the other ones that participated. So a big thank you to Dave.
Before you guys leave, I definitely want each one of you, Carol, you, Jackie, and Stephen, to give a little synopsis of the race and what moment you guys enjoyed, or something about the race. So start with you, Carol.
Well, it's hard to say what I enjoy because I enjoy every moment of it. It's hard to explain because, like the friend that came, Robert, I told Robert when he was talking to Ekron and I said, it's hard to explain. You have to come and witness it. Then you're going to have an idea of what this race is about. It's fast. It's fun. It's exciting. It's full of energy, and love, and to be with a whole bunch of people that share the same sentiment of excitement. It's just an awesome experience to me. So yeah.
Oh. Well, what's not to love about the race? Everything is there to love about the race. There is to love about the race. It was a beautiful race put together. Thanks to the committee, everybody who put the race together. Only thing, my guy didn't win, but congratulations, congratulations again, Jivin. Next year, Oscar. Next year.
Well, what I can say is everything was awesome. But one thing I want to put out there is, like, after the race, all the cyclists was on the street. I don't like that kind of part. At least come inside there, let's have fun, let's enjoy each other. But anyway, everything was awesome. But if you think this one is good, let's wait for next year.
Whoa! Ring the bell, man, ring the bell.
Yeah.
I'm not relative or anything, but one of the awesome things about this race, you guys live in the United States. You're marrying, and you're joining with Americans or other nationalities who don't know the legend of your relative. And when they come here, they realize this fellow who may have been unassuming in the United States, unknown, and they come here and they realize this was a great man, a great athlete, and a great inspiration for us, for me. As a cyclist, I came around 10 years after Alfred Parks, and that's a name that you always hear about. I mean, the stories we heard was about him shouting in the race, "We'll catch the bull," but also the legend that, and again, I wasn't there, but the legend of him moving off in the thick fog early in the morning, and when the fog lifted, and when the race was starting at 5 o'clock, start in the dark, and the thick fog you can't see, and it's big pack, and when the fog lifted, and it was light, and everybody said, everybody there, one man missing. and he was never caught.
Wow.
That's a legendary day for him. And so what I'm saying is, you know, this race carries on that legend, so that the people who never know him and never heard these stories, because they're young boy out there now, they hear about Jamin and Charlie Lewis, and my generation, when they hear about Alfred Parks, and this race makes them learn a bit about some of those older legends, and, you know, specifically Alfred Parks. So I'm happy for you to come and witness an event that honors your uncle, right? And that you can see how much he's appreciated by Belize, by cycling fans and by cyclists in Belize. Yeah. It's an excellent race. And the other thing I like about the race is the food. After the race a punishment, right? So the best thing is when it's over, I get a plate of food.
I have one thing to say, and for the cyclists, that we put this race together for them to enjoy. You know, I'm a people person. I love people. I love being around sports. Anything that makes my heart jump a little beat, I'll be part of that. I walk around with cyclists. I would say, listen, have a great race. Listen here. I would tell this one here, you have a great race, but you see here, smash him up, you know. I always try to draw a competition, so to build them up, you know. Everybody have a safe race, but do it with fun and appreciate it, because one day, you know, you as a cyclist, you know, this day will come to an end for you. And you say, man, I remember those days. You know, I put my best foot forward, hold those handlebars, and I give them a run for it, you know. But I can't run no more. I hope these cyclists just take that and spread that love to the younger generation that coming up. You know, teach them what they don't know. Teach them the rules and regulations of riding a bike and the discipline, and keep the sports alive. That's my take on it. Because as long as I live and breathe, I'll keep it alive. Thank you.
Thank you, Rickard. Yes, I must say I had the privilege, like I said, to meet Alfred, hang around him, friend of the family, and he was a very jovial guy, quiet person, didn't say much. He used to ride a home trainer in Judge Gab. Judge Gab was his trainer. That Albert Street West, right? Albert Street. Yeah. And lived through Wagner's Lane. I say my grandparents was just a stone store away, so my grandparents made it on Wagner's Lane. He was just through the alley, and I said we had a great commentator where it was right next door, Dickie Bradley. Dickie Bradley was a cycling commentator, and so like Miss Rita said that, you know, they believe that they had the whole package. They had the cross-country champion, the commentator, and everything in one circle, right? And that was awesome. But like I said, for me to be here and to be amongst the family members and to see the legacy continues, and like Stephen just mentioned, if this year big thing about next year, so it don't give me, like, I don't get goosebumps just to think about the magnitude, because it's been growing and growing every year. So I believe that this will be one of the race where cyclists want to say, listen to me, mineral cross country, the Alfred Park, so I'm being my cross country because of the great prizes. And I know that it will definitely attract more foreign riders to come on shore and keep on the wonderful event. I definitely want to thank you guys. Like I said, awesome, you all came together, Miss Rita and the entire, all you guys. I mean, there's so many people who it's a team effort, and you know, we always talk about at the shop. We say, just imagine, this is family get together, family and friends get together and put off such a huge show. It's teamwork, everybody pulling apart and make it such a success. So we look forward to many more events. And I know Jiven, Oscar named it on a big trophy, and every year, so much years we might gone, but that's too friendly, and they could go back and say, man, 20 years ago, Oscar win the first one, and so definitely huge event, and continue the awesome job. So I don't know if anyone wants any closing words.
Thank you guys for your participation in the race, and because without the riders, it couldn't be a success. So we want to just thank the riders for coming out and giving us the excitement that you guys gave us, and making it a successful event.
We just want to thank all the donors, because without the donors, there wouldn't be no race.
Yes.
And we know she don't like her crown, but we got to thank Rita. She go above and beyond for this race. We know it's a committee thing, but she goes above and beyond. So once again, we want to thank you, Rita, for all that you do for this race.
The queen.
The queen, yes, the queen.
The queen of cycling, okay, yes. The queen of cycling. So thanks again. Hope you feel better.
Ring a bell for Miss Spitzman. Ring a bell for Miss Spitz.
Yes.
It's not our money, First and most, I would like to thank all the police officers, the fire department, everyone that comes out and play a big part of organizing this race. Because without the police, the guy on motorcycle, the fire department, the spectators, we wouldn't have, this race is not possible, because they keep it safe and they're looking out for everyone. So I have to give a big shout out to those guys. Every time, each one of them play a big part. We might not see them or heard of them, even the guys on that motorcycle that goes from point A to point B to tell you who won that station prize. The risk that they take riding those bikes, we might look at it and say it's not a big deal, but it is a big deal. And I want to thank those guys. And the CFB, I'd like to thank them too. Thank the riders, thank Erdones and his wife, the man behind the camera. Thank Alan for riding the race and be the host tonight. And the donors, Reader, and everyone that I might miss. If I miss you, it's nothing personal. Thanks again. Oh, last but not least, the spectators that look at this race, and they and whatever you have in mind, whatever, even the riders, whatever you have in mind to let us improve this race, just let us know, because we cannot improve sometimes with just our input. Sometimes we need outside input. Total strangers tell us what to do and what we're missing, and we take it to that next level.
You can go to our Classic on Facebook. You want to see pictures and stuff like that, so be there.
One more person, Mr. Guns. Mr. Guns. It's $3.99.
Are you out of your mind?
And kick it, Uncle Ray, kick it. You guys did a marvelous job. Thanks, Mr. Gunn. Wonderful job you did. Truly appreciate it. You're my brother. Love you.
Until next year.
Until next year.
And I think too, Miss Leticia Westbury brought the female, the youth female. She did a little live for the youth female.
Oh yes. You want
yeah, go ahead. Mention.
I don't know.
Oh, okay. So the family definitely want to thank Miss Leticia Westbury. She did the live for the youth female, and so the fans could have seen that race. So he did out of vehicle, and so she did mention that she is no commentator like myself. He said, but she did, and I must commend her. It's not an easy job, and she said, and it's not an easy job, but she did awesome, and so thank you, Let, for bringing that fun. Alan, you want to say your closing words? Stephen, you want to say something, Stephen?
Stephen, have a closing.
Okay, all right, okay. Alan, you want
Well,
to say
I just want to thank the family for continuing to organize this memorial race, and as I mentioned earlier on, let's keep at it so that eventually it'll be known as the Alfred Parks Memorial Classic instead of Alfred Park's Memorial Race. So eventually, let it be a classic, and this thing is big. And yeah, one thing I want to mention, I always do this when I give a chance, Andrew, to motorists on the road. Please keep in mind, cyclists don't have seat belts, and cyclists don't have airbags as you do in the comfort of your cars. So please be careful and respectful when you see our athletes. Our athletes on the road are our heroes on the road. Not every hero in this country needs to be a politician. We have musicians, we have cultural heroes, we have athletic heroes, including our cyclists. Please, let's respect them, treat them well. Keep in mind, they don't got seat belt, they don't got airbag. So please, be careful when you come across them. Thanks.
Thank you. In closing, I definitely, again, thank the entire crew from the Alfred Parks Memorial Foundation, the entire committee. They have meetings after meetings every Wednesday. The team have they have a meeting, and they iron out all the little nicks and knacks there to improve the race. So, people take time from their family, from their job, and it's so, it blew my mind to see, like I said, this family started this thing just 3 years ago, and it's blown up so big that we don't know where level we're going next, right? But definitely a big thank you to you guys. I also want to thank this Cycling Federation of Belize organizing the race. I have a special thanks to the donor of that motorcycle, man. You keep me comfortable out there. And I have to say a big thank you to my driver, my cousin Rick Castillo. My life is in his hands, because once I have the camera and the cyclist name. I don't know where they go behind me, in front of me, so he's my eye. And so Rick, I want to say a big thank you, keeping me safe out there. The whole crew really appreciate what you're doing, to keep cycling alive. I want to thank my entire family, all my kids who continue to support me. We have Georgian behind the scenes, Lex at home, Dee in Chicago, and all their wives. Russia right out there, they mind the babies, so thank you. And last but not least, my beautiful wife, who continue to support me, thick and thin, ups and downs. Thank you, my beautiful wife. With that said, have a beautiful and safe night. And again, thanks folks for being on the show, and we'll continue to keep cycling alive. We are out.
As the wheels turn, every Thursday night we pedaling. As the wheels turn, racing through the streets and through the hills. As the wheels turn.